everybody, and welcome back to 333 News. So, on today's episode of 333 News, I know that we said in the previous episode that, next week we will go over updates, as said right there, and, we changed plans. We're actually going to do it today. So we're going to go over a few updates. Then we're going to cut to an interview of Homer J. Simpson, who will, discuss his take on the whole presidential election thing, and then I will discuss my take on the presidential election. So we're going to start with updates you can be expecting this month, and what we're going to start with is schedule changes. So the first schedule change is actually today, where we are doing a 333 News episode that was originally not scheduled to happen, but we're doing it because of the presidential election so that we can get our opinions and thoughts out so that you don't screw up. And, yeah, I want you to take this very seriously because this is possibly the most important election you'll take part of. If you live in the US, that is. If you're one of our, Indonesian viewers or something like that, then, this video is going to be meaningless to you besides the updates we're about to discuss. So, yeah. Next scheduled change is, we will be doing 333 Tunes twice this month because we did not do it in October. And our third final schedule change that we know so far for the month of November 2020 is the Thanksgiving special, which will be taking place on a Thursday, sometime in late November, and you get it, it will take place on Thanksgiving, and we'll have our Thanksgiving special there, but I don't know if I would consider that much of a schedule change, to be honest, because we usually do a 333 episode on that day anyways. So, that's not really much of a schedule change. Alright. We've been here for a while trying to make this episode, so I'm gonna cut to the point and, let's get to Homer's interview. Over to you, Homer.
Alright, hello everybody, this is Homer J. Simpson, current administrator and founder of Venus City. You will note I have the flag in the back. So, welcome to my office. And today I'm just going to be giving my thoughts on the 2020 presidential election, which has so far been a very chaotic and very dramatic event. So, in all honesty, I can't really say that either of the candidates are very worthy of being leaders, considering their histories, and also things that they've done recently as well. In my opinion, we could use a much smarter and stronger leader who knows what he or she is doing with the country and will lead us out of the troubling situations that we are currently in today and throughout all 2020, such as the drop in the economy, COVID-19, and other problems such as racial protests. So if we get a leader like that, then we would be good to go. However, it is down to a choice between who is better, Trump or Biden. And in all honesty, I can't direct you to vote either. It's your choice because this election is all about who the people want. But if you were smarter, I would go for Biden because it seems like he is putting up a campaign that could save the economy and hopefully destroy COVID-19. Whereas Trump has not promised a save to the economy, although he campaigns it. I don't think he will keep the promise. And he does not make any campaigns about COVID-19. Because, in all honesty, it doesn't seem like he cares much. Even though he has had the virus himself. So, that's all I've got. Back to you, Frank.
Alright, thank you, Homer. Now, the next clip that we're about to roll into is where I discuss my stance on the presidential election. I apologize for how choppy the episode has been due to technical issues and rescheduling and rescripting and all of that. But, hopefully it is still enjoyable enough, so, on to the next clip. Yeah, with that being said, we're now going to move on to, the 2020 presidential election, which is massively historic, chaotic, and a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to be giving my opinion, and I'm going to be giving you an idea of who you should vote for if you want the country to be safe, successful, and overall just not collapse on itself. So, we have the two presidential campaigns going on. The candidates are Donald Trump and Joe Biden, as you all know. Now, what Trump campaigns is, he wants to make America great again. He wants the place to be free. And he says that he will help boost the economy, but I highly doubt that, in my opinion. Because during his term, it's actually dropped, especially during 2020 with the whole coronavirus situation. And so far, he has failed to handle it completely in order. Like, he did make an effort towards it by imposing travel restrictions as soon as the virus was known to America. But he did not do a good enough job with restrictions for the virus to help slow and stop the spread. And we've also noticed he is not saying the smartest things, in my opinion. Now, do not think this is a controversial video. This is my opinion. So, please do not take this personally if you are a Trump supporter. But he hasn't handled the COVID-19 situation all that well. And another thing he plans to do is fire Dr. Fauci, who is our #1 smartest person in terms of handling the virus and what we should do about it. So if you want to stay safe, then you should probably steer clear of voting for Trump. Now, Biden, on the other hand, I so far trust him because, unlike Trump, he plans to impose some good, things to help keep the country safe, protected, and he will help slow the spread of COVID-19. He has been much smarter with that. He's pointed out the flaws of Trump in terms of how he handled the virus at first. And there's not much that I can say that's against Biden. And overall, he will probably put this country into a more balanced state than it has been for the entire year of 2020 so far. So, all I'm saying is, if you have a hint of brain cells in you, I would vote Joe Biden. If you want the country to be safe, a good place to live, and not collapse on itself. And if you support freedom, then you're more likely to vote Trump, as I am aware. But if you want a safe country and you want to get the violence rates and crime rates down, I would go for Biden. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, thank you for watching today's episode of 333 News. I'm so used to saying this week's because I usually do this on Sundays, but I cannot forget this is a Monday, so yeah. But thank you for watching today's episode, and I will see you next Sunday for 333 News again.